Hi everyone, my name's Erin. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm joined with my wonderful fiance Ash, and we are filming our long distance Q&A. We survived 4 years of long distance, which is more than most couples.
Over 4 years.
Yeah, over 4 years of long distance. And so today we're going to be answering some questions that you guys have about our long distance and just giving general advice. We're not going to get into too much about how we met because that's a whole other video. So if you do want that, comment down below and we'll make that video because it's definitely interesting. Oh wait, first we should give some background.
Okay.
Okay, so when we met, I was going to school in Boston and she's living here in Toronto.
And that has never changed for me. But
Yeah.
for Erin, she's changed her location multiple times.
Yeah, so I'm born and raised in California, and then went to school in Boston, and then I went to the Peace Corps in Zambia for 2 years. Or more than 2 years.
27 months.
Yeah, I remember that. There's been a lot of long distance. We've always been in different countries.
Yeah. Being from the same country would have made it a lot easier.
Yeah.
Immigration is not fun.
There's a lot of obstacles in like getting a job, getting health insurance. So being from the same country would be better, or just like not having borders in general would be a lot better.
Well, yeah. We have had a lot of different locations, a lot of travels and time zones and
a lot of different times.
lots of barriers.
Yeah, I've put
But
this one
a lot
through
of really
a lot.
great things.
Oh, and a lot of love.
It's been a lot of love. We watch Arrested Development.
The first question is best and worst part of being in an LDR. Well, the worst part of being in an LDR was definitely not being able to spend all of our time together. Pretty much regardless of where I lived, we were able to talk on the phone almost every day because WhatsApp is amazing.
Amazing. If you're in a long distance relationship, get WhatsApp.
Yeah. WhatsApp uses barely any data, and then also regardless of where you are, like I was in Zambia with very few bars of network and WhatsApp phone calls still worked. So the worst part of an LDR is definitely just having to rely on your phone. I guess, yeah, just like not being physically in contact with each other. Like just not being able to like hold each other's hands, like kiss goodbye,
It's like all those
kiss
very
hello,
little
like,
things that you take for granted.
Yeah, a lot of people that aren't in long distance relationships do take it for granted because you just are like, oh, you know, like
this is what it is.
Yeah, this is the norm and stuff, but it's not the norm for everyone. And now that we aren't long distance anymore and we moved in together, like we appreciate it so much more. And we're just like, oh my gosh, imagine if like I had to pack my bag in 2 days and leave like it used to be, or like, you know, if we only had like a finite amount of days together. Like that's how it always was. It was always like we have to pack in all this stuff into like a week or maybe 2 weeks.
We do a lot.
Yeah, but now we don't have to do that, but we're still so grateful. So we still live like really in the moment and like really grateful about all that.
To add to the worst, like everything she said obviously, but also the plane rides, like the airport trips, those are horrible.
Yeah, and she didn't have a passport before she met me.
I mean, I traveled, but it was when I was younger, so I hadn't really done it much since I was younger for like hockey tournaments and stuff. So like Canada. So I needed a passport, so I obviously got that. So I don't know, it helped me become an adult.
But that's the worst part?
No, the worst part was the airport rides. The goodbyes were the hardest things. And like, it did get somewhat easier, but they were really hard every time.
Yeah, that was definitely the worst. And then the best parts of long distance?
Some of the good things about being apart is we can really, I mean, it sounds awful, but you can be more selfish with your time. Because, I mean, I do work and I am in school, so I have a crazy busy schedule all the time.
Yeah.
Not having someone else to like plan things with, or like workout meal schedules, a gym, or like date nights, like it is like you just have more things you can be like, okay, well, I have a day off, like I'm gonna do absolutely nothing.
Whereas now, like the days that she has off, maybe I don't have them off, or like if I do, I want to actually do something. Like it's just different. There's a lot more compromises obviously that need to be made when you are living with your partner, and it's not that that's that bad. Like it's totally worth it, and so it's just like an adjustment period. I'd rather live with Ashley. Like
it's worth the compromises.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, 100%.
Being long distance, it completely puts everything in perspective. And honestly, like, if you can get through the long distance, you can get through most anything. And like, we've really learned that a lot. And so I think that's a really big positive from long distance too.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the biggest difference in your relationship from being long distance to living together? I think we kind of touched on that with the whole like timing and schedule and stuff. The biggest difference is that we are sharing everything now, and like, it's totally not a bad thing. It's a really good thing, and it's what we've always wanted, but it did take a little bit of getting used to. Another difference is that like, we're not always relying on our phones all the time. When we were long distance, we were always on our phones. It's crazy, but when we were long distance, we like completely updated each other on our days all the time. Now it's like, oh yeah, I can literally just update her when I get home. Yeah, so it's definitely a lot better just being able to communicate in person all the time rather than over the phone.
Yeah.
What's one of the best changes you've experienced now that you live together?
I think our comfort level has really, like, we've always been comfortable with each other, but living together and like being always together, and just, I mean, the fact that we've been together for so long now, it's just a huge difference in our comfort level. Like, I don't know, it's nice.
Yeah, it's so nice.
And this is Salem. Can you see him?
This is the cat that we told you we adopted in our last video.
He is a magical little boy.
Sal. What advice do you have for other couples in an LDR?
Communicate.
Yeah, communication is key.
Yeah.
Communication is the biggest thing, absolutely.
Just as much as you can, just be open and honest of what you're experiencing in your day-to-day, but also like emotionally. Just communication in general, like any relationship, whether it's in person or long distance, if you don't have that, you're not gonna have a strong relationship.
Yeah, there's definitely
just like,
other aspects, but communication is the biggest one, and trust, obviously.
Well, yeah.
You fell in love with that person for a reason, and so like, no matter how far away you are, just trusting that like, you're together for a reason is so important. And you know, like, obviously nothing's perfect. We've had our issues and like challenges and obstacles in our relationship, just like any relationship, but like, knowing that you're together for a reason, if you love them enough, anything is worth it, and that includes distance. Long distance relationships that don't work, it's not because they're long distance. That's not the reason they don't work.
A lot of relationships just don't work, period. I think it's just this like thought that long distance never works, and it's ridiculous. It's not, it's not about being long distance. It's just about your relationship, and sometimes they need to end, and sometimes you just find new ones. Like, that's fine.
If the distance is the reason you break up, you're probably just making that an excuse. Like, there's probably other reasons. If you truly care about the person and like really do see your future with the person, you'll do anything to be with them, including long distance.
Yeah.
So that's definitely what we've found.
Yeah. Was the communication ever a problem for you guys being so far apart? And honestly, like, no one's gonna be perfect at communication. There were times where like we'd be missing each other. Like, you're not always aware why you're feeling like in a bad mood.
Yeah.
And it like ultimately would be because we're missing each other. So we wouldn't be communicating it, and then instead we'd get like little bickerings or like something,
like arguments over literally nothing.
Yeah. And then we'd be like, oh, like later, like after we like get it out of our system, we're like, oh, like, it's definitely just because I want you to be here and you're not.
And like, you're not here, and that's so annoying. And there's nothing, it's so out of our control.
Yeah, our communication was sometimes a problem, but ultimately I think we have really good communication skills between.
Yeah, I can communicate in a way with Ash that I can't even explain. Like, it's so weird, but I literally can communicate with her almost better than I can communicate with myself. I'm able to be so open with her. Even if I'm in like a bad mood or something like that, she'll understand why before I even like wrap my head around it sometimes.
And same for me.
Yeah.
Like,
and then
don't do that.
Yeah, I think our communication's really, really strong, and we work at it. Like, it's not, it doesn't come super easy all the time. If a challenge that we've dealt with like resurfaces in our head, like, it's really, really important to communicate that so that it's not like festering and turns into something else.
Yeah.
So that's really important in an LDR or not, like in any relationship. if we're in a tense situation or an argument or anything like that, like really, really working through it and addressing what's going on as opposed to brushing it off. And if something's bothering you, you have to address it and like let the other person know, because it's not going to go away. Like nothing like that's just going to go away. So you definitely have to be really like self-aware and then aware of the other person as well.
Yeah. How many planes did you go on over the course of your relationship? So, short answer, a lot.
Long answer, we can try to calculate it right now.
So the first time she came to see me was bus, so we don't have to count that.
Oh yeah.
But the first time I went to Boston, I took a plane, so are we counting there and back?
Yeah.
So 2.
Okay.
And then I went to California.
Then you went to
for your mom's wedding.
For my mom's wedding.
Which was awesome. I met all of her family, which, I mean, we were only officially dating for a couple of weeks at that point, but we were talking for 9 months before that.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of family.
It was good.
But I love your family.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're amazing.
So that's 2 more.
Yeah.
And then after that, we flew together from California here to Toronto. So that's 1. And then I went to Disneyland.
Yeah. So
with Nika.
So you left and then came back.
Yeah. So I wouldn't count the plane leaving as seeing each other, but I would count the plane coming back.
Yeah.
And then we both took the bus ride to Boston after that summer. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because I helped her move.
Yeah. So that was partner. I have cat hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are a good partner.
Yeah.
So that was a bus ride, so not a plane. But then
I flew back.
And so that's another plane. And then you came to California in that December. So that's 2 more.
2.
And then before that, I came to see you in October. So that's 11 right now. You came back in February for Valentine's, so that's 2 more. And then I came in March for my birthday, so that's 2 more. So that's 15.
And we went to Niagara Falls.
Yeah, I went to Niagara Falls, but that's super close, so it wasn't a plane ride.
No, I just meant it was a nice trip.
It was fun. Yeah. And then you flew to Boston, 1, and then we took the train to New York, and then we both flew together to California.
And your mom's?
With my mom's. So that was 17. And then you flew home after that. And then I went to Zambia, so then that doesn't count obviously because I was just going to Zambia, like not for her, but for the Peace Corps.
Yeah.
But then you did come to Cape Town.
Cape Town.
And so then...
That's 2. Did you have to take any planes to go to Cape Town?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're not counting like one-stop flight. Like we always had like layovers, but we're not counting that.
That just kind of,
yeah. So then, you came to Cape Town and left Cape Town. And then I came to Cape Town. I went back from Cape Town.
Yeah.
And then
you came here.
Yeah, and then I came here to surprise her.
Was a awful reaction on my part. I'm fully aware. Fully aware. I do not do well with surprises. And I assumed something was wrong.
For me to come home early.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm a warrior. So like, I just freaked out and I was overwhelmed and I had a long day with like studying for exams. I was just...
Yeah, it was a lot. But yeah, you can see the video. I'll put a card up there. You can watch that video.
So more people can laugh at me. Thank you.
Okay, so that's 23. We flew to California together after that. And then you flew home. Then you came for Christmas, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah, New Year's, Christmas.
Christmas and New Year's, so that's 2 more. And then I came for my birthday again, so that's 2 more. And then
I went there for the summer.
Then you went there for the summer, so that's 30.
And then you came back.
And then
we came back together.
We came back together, but we drove.
Oh, we drove, yeah.
Yeah.
So
30. And even 30.
Even 30.
That's crazy. We've been on 30 flights just in our relationship.
Yeah. So the last one is everyone always focuses on the negative part with long distance relationships. So what is the best memory from being long distance for 4 years?
I think even though obviously like her reaction in the video wasn't like super enthusiastic when I came to surprise her after being in Zambia for 27 months, I still think that's probably one of my favorite memories just because it was so incredible to see her. And like I'd been planning that surprise literally my entire Peace Corps service. Like from the very beginning of being in Peace Corps, I was like, I definitely want to surprise Ash at the end of this. Ash was super excited about it. Even though at first you were worried, like after that wore off, like it was so amazing to have those few extra weeks together and like have that surprise. So that would be one of my favorite memories.
I think my favorite memory is just the fact, like, just us traveling so much. As someone who only really traveled for like hockey tournaments, I didn't do a whole lot before. Like in a couple family trips.
Yeah.
But I had never like traveled on my own and like been independent and like doing things. So the fact that we've traveled so much, or like slash I've traveled so much, is like a really great thing. And it's not like a specific memory, but it's just like multiple memories.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So I guess to summarize, the biggest takeaways from long distance, if you're trying to get through a long distance relationship, it would be communication.
And think of the end goal.
Yeah, and think
Like,
of the end goal, exactly.
If they're worth it, it doesn't matter what else comes between you.
Yeah, exactly. Like if you really picture your future with that person, literally anything is worth it. So that's how we got through over 4 years of long distance. And
we're now engaged.
Now
we're
we're
together.
engaged and living together. We can definitely film more videos about either this topic or like other topics. We have a video that I'll link above about our like moving in together. So do you have any last comments, like last words?
No.
Okay. So please.
Thank you for watching.
Yeah, thank you so much for watching.
And hopefully being supportive of us and any other long distance relationships that are in your life.
Yeah, so please subscribe and click the bell to turn your notifications on so you get a notification every time I upload a new video. And give this video a thumbs up and comment down below.
And we're waiting for this.
And we will see you all in our next video. Bye.
Bye.